And it kind of went down to what we were talking about, wave selection, right? Like, Barron had the best wave of the heat, but he didn't have two waves. And Alejo had two medium-sized waves that kind of lined up better, and that was the difference in the end.
You have to give the power edge to Cole. You'd have to give the kind of technique edge to J.Marshall. And here we go. We're going to start it off with J.Marshall, representing Encinitas, California, just north of San Diego. A lot of talent in that town, and J.Marshall right at the forefront of that. Blows the tail and falls.
That's the first wave from Jake that I mentioned. Nice floater, very smooth, and that's what I like to see. It beautiful down carve, straight into a massive.
And he's got a front row seat now to C.Houshmand, who his backhand is menacing. Deep bottom turn, straight up to the lip. A couple of foam climbs to try to get around this section. So far, one big hook out the back, a couple setups. This wave could grow for him through to this inside. A couple of potent backhand jabs there. Finishes it with a kind of a tail slidey under the lip snap. He likes it. Great start for C.Houshmand.
Beautiful opening turn here for C.Houshmand. Gets up in vertical once again, and now he starts to stomp on the front foot. Projecting every turn down the line once again. Very hard to do. There's a lot of bump and some backwash on that wave that launched him up in the sky, but luckily he's 120 kilos and helps him stay on top of the board and finish it off strong. What a hard wave for Cole to surf. This is the money turn right off the bat, up in vertical, on top of that lip line and the foam. Gets a good release, air drops out of the sky. And everything pretty much in one motion. Gonna see he engages the rail once again, straight to a lip line. See that backwash going through. Once again, get another backwash and kind of like launches up him in the air. Beautiful surfing from Cole, and this is just the cherry on top.
23:40 to go here. C.Houshmand paddling hard. And here we go. Prepare for big turns. Solid combo to start there. Comes around this section. And he's just kind of flirting with disaster right there in the pocket. So far, manages to stay just in front of the whitewater like a pendulum. Bam, bam, bam. That was a claim.
That was
Don't get it twisted. That's a claim, and that's fine.
Wave, like he was pushing just enough to be critical, but not losing what's in front of him. Mostly this third turn right here. You can see he pushes that back foot, gets a good release. It almost feels like that was done, but he somehow gets back up, and once again, up in vertical. Fifth time and going for a good finish. He destroyed that wave. It's just a small wave. That's why it didn't come in a bigger score, but still a solid score for what he had in front of him. This third turn right here. The wave's going down the line. He still gets up in vertical and pushes that back foot. Get the three fins released. J.Marshall is watching him from behind. Once again, J.Marshall is watching and seeing all that damage. Seeing every little spray that is going on the back and every fin that Cole has been throwing right now. And that's just added pressure to you.
You see a spiderweb hairdo and then a ton of spray. So flirting with disaster. That's Southern Rock. Oh, I was going to say wake me up when something happens, but here we go. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left. J.Marshall now, a surfer in the red jersey, activating. Nice carving snap there on the inside section. Hoping this wave to grow. There's that frontside reverse. Big snap to finish there. A little bit more through this inside. And goes down at the end.
Unfortunately, he needed to finish that turn because he did some damage on that wave, obviously.
This is the wave we needed. I mean, we're speeding towards the Corona Cerro post show and happy hour. We were starting to fall asleep, but this one kind of lit us up. I liked it. Again, though, had he finished, this would have been a much bigger and better number because, again, that's the last thing the judges see. Great surfing all the way to ranking.
Yeah, and the problem was, I mean, let's go back to that afterwards, but beautiful carve here down the line, kind of similar approach that he had before, straight into a beautiful bottom turn and a blowtail reverse, just very technical. Hard to find that lip there. The wave didn't have much in front of him. He had to cut it short and tight. Nodder opens up once again, and right here he goes down the line and puts weight on the front foot. And what that does, as you're landing, your nose, if digs just a little bit.
That dead space in the middle of this heat, that has a way of, you know, igniting people's passion. And we'll see if Jake now on this wave can delete the 2.5. He's probably done that already. And that turn was really nice looking. Another big solid smash there. Great transitional surfing all the way through this inside section. You can tell he's got some vigor in his game right now. Still slashing this wave down the line.
That
was a meaningful wave right there.
That was, I feel like now it's kind of a mistake from C.Houshmand to let that wave go. I understand his position though, like you kind of want to pull the trigger on a set now, but that wave just started to give him so much opportunity
down the line.
There's one turn specifically that is very special on this wave. Look how he takes his time, always keeping the good pace to the wave and not trying to rush anything. Make sure he uses every inch of the wave. Nice layback. He's gonna get up in vertical here. Once again, and this is the money turn. Look at this blowtail, using that front hand to kind of give the style and also give him stability. A slob grab, kind of Taj used to do a lot of that. That's the turn that everyone kind of grew up watching, including him. And that's what I mentioned. It felt like he's, since the first wave, even though he felt just kind of kind of freedom, surfing like he's in a movie.
Got third and fourth turns right there.
And Diz, look at that.
That one was sparky.
That was so tight. And just the flair and the style that he added to it. And finish it off, you know, as good as he could.
This is fully flared.
I love this layback too. It's like, you can see the section is not so steep, but he can kind of get creative and something out of nothing there.
And C.Houshmand plays a little defense there. That leaves Jake out the back with priority, but only 8 seconds left. We track Cole down the line. Super floater. Pulls out the back. In these Southern California town rivalry, we're going to go ahead and give one back to San Clemente. We do lose J.Marshall, but great surfing from both parties involved.